Squat.
Hi, I'm David.
My name is Yoel Israel.
Hello, I'm Asher Newman.
What
I
else?
made Aliyah about 3 years ago
Philadelphia,
from
United
Long
States.
Island, New York.
My name is Yoel Israel. And what else?
Where are you from?
Philadelphia, United States.
Okay, so I'm Maggie. I'm from Argentina and Costa Rica. I don't know where to say I'm from.
I'm Nina. I'm from Russia, originally.
So I'm Sam, I'm from Scotland and I've been living in Israel for 2 years, under 2 years.
Hi, I'm David. I originally from London, England, and I've been in Israel for 25 years.
I'm Natalia. I'm from Ukraine.
Hi, I'm Tzvia, born and raised in Yerushalayim in Israel. Lived here my entire life.
Hello, I'm Asher Newman. I made Aliyah about 3 years ago from Long Island, New York.
Beautiful country that's big. I've never visited India. I've studied with a lot of Indians. I've worked with a lot of Indians in America. I also have a coworker named Revital. She's my only negative experience about Indians. But I think India is what I've learned through the culture and the people is one, the people are terrific, that they're extremely diverse, even though it doesn't seem that way, both in values and ideas and and culturally. They have a very strong culture on their own that's independent, which I hope continues. And I think that they're terrific when it comes to the world, when it comes to, let's say, freedom and liberal values, but also has that right balance of spirituality and traditional values and those things that are really rooted, in what's really important in life.
It's like a whole different culture for me. Like, I don't know that much. You're the first Indian person I know. Yeah, my parents went to India once. My dad had a congress there, so he took my mom. And from what I heard from them, it's like there's a lot of contrasts, and that's why, like, my mom especially, it was hard for her, like, to go out from a very luxurious hotel and all the food and everything, and then to have like all the poverty and like kids asking for food and people showering in the streets. Like, that's very shocking. And for my parents, it was like they couldn't enjoy as much the trip because they were like, oh my God, like, I'm seeing all this that's happening, and like a lot of people in a very small town, in a very small place, kids asking for food, for money, and then they go to like this big event, and it's like, I don't know, like, it's hard.
Well, I've never been to India. The reason I've never been to India because I kind of was afraid. Overcrowded place, not very clean, that I always thought. So my first attempt to be near to India was in Sri Lanka. Oh. And I realized that I was the dirtiest person there because I was, the tourist, never showing with my backpack and everything. And all the people were so nice, sweet, and clean. I'm like, oh, maybe I was wrong about India, so next time I will do that, but I never did it.
I think India is a fast developing country with lots of development going on, but also still problems with large amounts of poverty as well. I hear it's cheap to visit. I hear there's great places to visit, and the people are very friendly, fun to be with and welcoming. And I really don't know much else.
I have some good friends from my high school, Jasdeep Singh, Amar Patel, great people, we had a laugh. But I always had a question, if India is so great, why are you in London? Nice friends of the family, the Patambas, great people, we had a laugh. Yet again, if it's so great in India, why are you in London? That's all I had to say, but apart from some cities actually having black air and driving even worse than Israelis, all I know about India really is there's some awesome people, awesome places, and it's great. I have to look around, I have to visit Israel properly before I start going anywhere else, but one day maybe I'll be in India.
So I've been to India.
Wow!
Just for a few days, but in a couple of different places. Hot and humid.
True.
Curry taste. Yeah, including sweets. So that was a surprise. People are actually very open compared to other countries in Asia, which is, it was cool. It was really cool experience.
I love India. I wish I was in India right now, actually. India is a dream. It's a different time feeling, the people, the vibe, the food, the smells. It's like a whole new world. It's beautiful and gorgeous and colorful, and people are so lovely and happy, and they're the best.
And my opinion of India is multifaceted. On the one hand, they have an incredible amount of culture, an incredible amount of languages. On the one hand, I've learned how not to say namaste, but also, it feels like uncharted territory for a person who was born and raised in the Western world. It just feels like it's a lot of things I just don't know about, and I'm really curious to learn more about it. I would visit India, absolutely. I've actually talked to friends about it, and especially about the perspectives of what you should feel like when you go to India. Because on the one hand, it's different, it's a different territory, but on the other hand, it's a whole nother culture, a whole nother world. And so going there where they don't speak your language, where they don't do the same things you do, and when you give a high five, it's not necessarily the same thing that, they would say for the same exact, behavior. It's a whole perspective change, it's a paradigm shift. Just traveling to a whole nother place like that, I just would be very curious to see that paradigm shift and expand my mind a little bit.
I think India is going to be leading the world into the 21st century, especially the second half of the 21st century. They got a lot of things going right there that the rest of the world doesn't. I think a very strong culture, a very strong history. They have a terrific birth rate. I think these are all things that are very promising for the future of the economy of India and the world. It's too far away. I wish they were closer. And there should be more Indian Jews.
Yes. I know people also go on spiritual trips there. I'm intrigued to visit. I don't know if it's like my top priority to go, but yeah, I for these spiritual trips. What I always say from what my mom told me, it's how can you get spiritual when you're seeing the reality, the hard reality people live in? So yeah, that's what I know and think of India.
I like Indian food. I don't like the smell of Indian food. It's very
It's very strong.
strong and it dominate. It's you can smell Indian restaurant few streets ahead. I think they're very nice people. All Indian people that I met, talked to, from support, I talked to a lot. They're very nice people, and I think it goes from their culture, because it's not because they're trying to be nice. It's very natural, really naturally nice. It's coming from inside, it's cultural thing. So that's what I really like about Indian people. They love people.
Well, chicken masala, I'd imagine, is the best.
Other than that, food is spicy, but different kind of spicy that you would expect from Asian food. I've been to Mangalore, to Cochin, yeah,
Cochin.
Cochin, to several places. Overall, I would consider spending vacation there.
Ooh, awesome.
But I still haven't really figured out what would be the best place for me, for example, if I would go with my spouse.
I will give you a list.
Okay, cool.
Actually, my husband and I want to go on a whole 6-month trip with the whole family, and India is definitely going to be one of the stops.
I know that curry is apparently a tongue burner for an Ashkenazi Jew, so I really want to try that out, and then call up an ambulance almost immediately to just check my tongue afterwards. But I feel like I should be fine.